this is Amanda from Multisoft Corporation, your MLM solutions provider. Today I'm going over the last session of compensation training. We're just going to apply all the knowledge we've learned through all the sessions and go ahead and test our compensation plans. So I am logged in as an admin, and I'm going to go to Plans and Calculate Commissions. One thing you want to have handy when you're calculating commissions, at least for the first time, and checking all of your commissions, is you want to have a compensation plan out, and just so you can review it and look at it. So I have just a fake compensation, a test compensation plan here that one might look like if it's very simple. And so I have 3 ranks here, and you just want to be familiar with what your qualification rules are. That means, what does a distributor have to do to meet my minimum qualifications? And that's where I just usually look, my minimum qualifications, because if you do have a distributor that isn't meeting the minimum qualifications, then they won't be able to earn bonuses and commissions. So let's pull that over for a minute. Just wanted to make sure that, and everybody's will be different. So this is just an example, just a test example with fake data in there. So here we have our first commission period that we're checking. It's from September 12th to September 30th. So first thing you want to do is calculate the commissions. You always calculate it before you check it. And once it's completed, it'll say you can view your commissions. You're going to click on the period ID 1. And here's everybody that earned commissions, so you can see they all have a rank. If you wanted to check everybody in the system, you can display income centers that have not earned commissions and click on search. And this will give everybody in the system, and you'll notice that they don't have a rank yet. That means that they have not met the minimum qualification to have a rank. It has a default rank in here of associate member, which everybody gets before they meet those minimum qualifications. So let's look at Wonder1002, and let's see why she didn't at least make the bottom rank. And the bottom rank is bronze. So the minimum qualifications for the rank rules is they have to purchase a product enrollment 1 time since joining the company. That means once they purchase this, they never have to purchase it again, and it's called enrollment. So if you wanted to check this particular ID, Wonder1002, you would go over to User and User Management, and you'd look at her orders. So let's do Advanced Search and Wonder1002. Here she is. You can click right on her name. Alright, we're going to look at her order history. And there's no orders found. So now we know that's why she didn't earn commissions and she doesn't have a rank, because she didn't meet the very minimum requirement, which is she has to at least purchase a certain product 1 time since joining the company. And usually that's in the enrollment. So a lot of times if that's the only requirement, everybody will at least have the minimum rank, unless for some reason they were brought in without purchasing a product. Let's go back to Plans and Calculate Commissions. We'll go back on our period ID. I'm going to uncheck this so we know how to check for the minimum rank requirement for anybody that has an associate member rank. So let's look at the bronze rank. For this particular ID, they met the bronze rank. So let's just check and make sure that's correct. We can go ahead and click on the ID as well. So once you click on there, you can see his ID, his rank is bronze, and then his earnings, and these are his percentages. So let's pull over our rank qualifications. We can go look at his past orders and make sure that he has purchased the enrollment product. Let's check his benefits, because he earns 5% of his CV for his level 1, 4% for his level 2, and 3% for his level 3. So let's check that. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so we can keep this open. I'll put it over here. Okay, so here's his level 3. And this particular ID had 4,072 in CV, and he got 3%. So you can see level 3 is 3% of 120, so he got 122.16. His level 2 he sold, and someone on his level 2 had 100 CV, so we got 4% of that, which was $4, and you can see his level 2 was 4%. So we see the percentages are right, so we can check and see this is the correct percentages for that. And you can as well go and check the orders and check the CV on those orders and make sure that the CV is correct on the orders as well. Let's go ahead and we can check for This particular ID, 100,081, remember it's going to be only for the open period of 9/12 through 9/30. Let's go to orders and search orders. So here this looks like the ID 100,081. Here's a order made. So this one had 4,000, and you can as well go and look at their actual ID, check all their orders, and see how much CV they apply to that to further check it. That's where you would check the CV to make sure that's being correctly pulled off the order if you wanted to check that. So that checks our bronze distributor. Let's look at our silver distributor. We have 2 in here. So let's look at our silver rank qualifications. Before I do that, actually, I want to just check and make sure that Chase did purchase the enrollment product. So let's go ahead and check that. Let's go to 100,001. I'm going to go advanced search. We'll search that. So here he is. Let's go ahead and check his orders, his past orders. And this could be really far back if he has lots of orders, as long as he's purchased that one time since joining the company. So let's go to order history. So he has 1 order in here. Let's check that order. So right here it is, enrollment package. So that's the one he needed to purchase. So he did meet those rank requirements. Let's go back to plans and calculate commissions, and we'll check the silver rank. Go back to period ID. So here's our silver rank. So when we look at the silver rank, they have to have purchased that same product, the enrollment product, and they have to have a personal CV, including their personal customer orders, of 100 commission value during the commission that is being paid. So it's during the current open period. So this means that they can have purchased a product one time, and then this is their CV requirement, and these are their benefits. So since we're in here, let's go ahead and check and make sure the percentages are correct that we have on our commission statement. So let's go ahead and click on 100,020. This is for our level commissions. You might have different percentages for different bonuses. You're going to check them the same way. Just read what those requirements are and check make sure the percentages show correct. So he has somebody on his level 2, he got 5%. So if we look at level 2, it's 5%. What's the other one? His level 1, he gets 6%, and level 1, 6%. And then we just need to check his personal CV, including personal customer orders. So that's easiest to check if you go to up here to company, genealogy, and then the data viewer. So we're going to look at his ID. I'm just going to copy it, 100,020, and we're going to go to the genealogy data viewer, and we're going to check his personal CV. So let's put it in here. And I want to check the current open period because it says it's for the commissions that it's being paid. Click on go. So here's his personal level. You can look at his details here. Here he is, Gus. So his rank is silver, and look, there's his personal CV. It's at 100. So you know he met his rank requirements for his personal CV. And that's all he had to do. So you could go and check and make sure he's purchased that product if you wanted to further check. Let's look at the gold rank qualifications. I believe we have a gold we can check as well. Let's go to plans and calculate commissions. So here's our gold right here. This is the company. So let's look at those rank qualifications. So they have to have purchased the enrollment product, have a personal CV of 100. They have to have a group CV, not including their personal CV, of 500, and they have to have personally sponsored 3 distributors. And here's what they can earn: 10 for their level 1, 6 for level 2, and 5 for level 3. So let's check the levels commission while we're in here. Let's go to 100,000. So you can see they have someone on their level 3 right here, and they got 5%. Let's check their level 3, 5%. And someone on their level 2 got 6%. Level 2 is 6% right here. So we know that that's correct. Now we can go to our data viewer, and further check if they did meet the requirements for their personal CV and then their group CV. So let's check that. So to company, genealogy, and genealogy data viewer. And we'll put in, you don't have to put in the ID if you're logged in as 100,000. You can just go ahead and click the open period and click go, or you can put it up there, doesn't matter. So here's the personal CV. So we remember that it has to be at least 100. Now their group CV is what calculates everybody that doesn't include their personal. See, it says does not include personal customer orders. So you need to look at this particular amount and subtract there, would they still meet it by a lot because they had 4,000, so way over the amount required. And they have to have 3 personally sponsored distributors. So to look at their personally sponsored distributors, you'd look right here and you can see they have 27, so they definitely meet that as well. So that shows you how you can use the data viewer. So that's just a very quick way to show you just the steps that you take when you're checking your compensation plan. Of course, you'll probably have much different rank rules that you're checking and such, but it gives you an idea. You probably will have another agent going through this with you, but sometimes it's good to know what to look for just to prepare for that call and any questions that might come up to avoid having to do extra calls or extra tickets. So that's just a quick overview for that. Hopefully that'll be helpful. Please share this webinar training with your company administrators and support team in order to enhance the services provided to your customers and distributors. We appreciate your feedback and input. Please let us know if this helped and how we can improve supporting you. If you have any questions about this or any other trainings, would like to schedule one-on-one training with one of our CSRs, or would like to speak with a Multisoft account executive, please call us at 1-239-945-6433 or submit a help desk ticket request at helpdesk.marketpowerpro.com.